right now are on the advantage of a rookie quarterback contract. And, they had some lean years and without getting too much into their build. And, I don't want to suck bad enough to have to get Jamar Chase. Like, he's a heck of a talent. I'd love to have him, but you gotta go through some lean years to do that. We're paying Stephon Diggs a pretty hefty number. We're paying Josh Allen a pretty hefty number. So there is the constraints of the cap.
Okay.
Not wrong.
He is wrong. He's factually wrong. That is, listen, he's right
Greg
in
Jennings
that.
is here, everybody.
Hi, Greg.
Sorry.
Good to see you, buddy. Sorry, I had to jump in.
Go. What's up, brother?
He's right in that the shortcut to contention is draft a quarterback who's instantly awesome. You don't pay him like a star quarterback and go win. Where he's wrong is in everything else he said. So first of all, when he says, we're paying Stephon Diggs a ton of money, you made the decision to trade the pick that became who? Justin Jefferson, who would have been on a rookie contract to get Stephon Diggs. That's first of all. Second of all, Josh Allen's contract extension has not kicked in yet. So this past year, the year the Bengals just beat the Bills, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow made a combined against the cap $17 million. Diggs and Allen made a combined against the cap $27 million. So they were more expensive, but it was $10 million. You got mad at me when I talked cap stuff yesterday. I told you it was going to be the hot topic today. I was priming the audience. But if you had problems building a roster this year with that $10 million discrepancy, what the hell are you going to do when next year Chase and Burrow cost a combined, let me get it right, $18 million, and Allen and Diggs next year cost a combined $60 million? Allen and Diggs get expensive for you this coming season, which is why, Brew, and I hate to say it, but this was such a devastating missed opportunity. I'm not saying, Brew, they can't contend. What you said yesterday is correct. If you have a great quarterback, and we'll see if Josh Allen's a great quarterback, but assuming he is, you're going to be in the conversation. But there are ebbs and flows to when you're in the best position. Right now was their best position. It gets harder now, not easier.
I'm with you. This is nothing but an excuse. This was a horrible press conference for him. I mean, I'm sorry. It was straight up. You were 13-3. They were 12-4. You can argue Buffalo had the better roster. They certainly had on paper and by the rankings the better offensive line. And the Bengals were without 3 starters. And they manhandled you. Whose defense was ranked second in the league in points allowed? Oh, Buffalo's. All right. Okay, Jamar Chase is slightly better than Stephon Diggs. I mean, Stephon Diggs is great.
Yeah.
So he is making excuses. Their problem was not their roster. Now, they did have injuries, but their problem was that when it came time to ball in the snow, they didn't show up. That's what the problem was.
Yeah, Brandon Bean, come on, man. Like, you can't do this with Stephon Diggs and the media doing like this to Josh Allen and the team. Like, this is bad. Like, everybody has an opportunity to draft a quarterback. You drafted Josh Allen. He was on a rookie deal. And, like, you just laid out all those numbers. But my issue is, like, because of team, he almost talks about it as if the Bengals has a better GM.
Are so much better. Well, and their
he's done a
roster's
better job
ahead of ours.
Like, that's how I'm taking it. Like, did they do a better job than you then? Because you had the opportunity to do similar things. You talk about the Stephon Diggs trade. Like, in that draft class, you traded for Stephon Diggs. I'm not saying you shouldn't have done that. Right. It has it has benefited them. But you could have had CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, T. Higgins,
the very pick you traded went for Justin Jefferson.
Absolutely. Right. So I mean, you can't do this, man. This is a team that lost, and like everybody is just feeling bad about it.
But there's 2 other points you made here. One is this is also the cost of Josh Allen's early career learning curve. Joe Burrow in year 2 was awesome. Josh Allen in year 2, people were like, is he still a bust? I don't know. He didn't get really good until year 3.
Yes.
So the Bengals, so Mahomes, Trevor, Burrow, Jalen Hurts, these guys that have their teams winning playoff games at the very beginning of their rookie contract. You didn't have that. But what you did have is, right after they drafted Josh Allen, they also had a top 10 pick. Just like the Bengals did when they were able to draft Chase. Now, it wasn't the 5th pick, it was the 9th pick.
Yep.
And they drafted guy I liked coming out of Houston, Ed Oliver. It's the wrong pick. There were, in the next 10 picks, there were 3 other defensive linemen taken that have been Pro Bowlers or All Pros. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and Jeffrey Simmons. So you decided to go D-line there, and you picked the wrong D-lineman. That's on you. Like, these are decisions they've made, but the cap stuff, Wilds, is not accurate, which is why I tried to explain to the audience yesterday, and you mocked me. You did a little nerd voice, little Bill Nye stuff. I told the audience this is going to be a big thing. You made fun of me.
Hope you enjoyed that cap segment. Coming after the break. Is Tom Brady going to Detroit? What? Red meat football talk after the break. Wonderful. Start with Lakers Clippers. Kawhi Leonard said, "Get that out of here." Lamar's like, "Oh, did I get fouled maybe?" Nope. 25-9 for Kawhi. More on this game later.
Kawhi's first block of LeBron since that New Balance commercial.
Okay, we're early in Mavs Wizards. Look at this shot from Luka. Maybe over the backboard, not really, just a high arc. Also missed a pivotal free throw at the end of the game, but finishes with 41.
What were you the first person to call him?
Luka Legend.
Larry Bird's got
Legend,
a VHS
yeah.
tape about that exact shot.
No, it's not.
Luka does it
It
just
was
casually on a
purely
Tuesday.
behind the backboard at the Hartford Civic Center, I believe. Wonderful. Boston and Miami. Derek White's a Time Lord. It's a good little play. Unfortunately, the Celtics lost. Heat won by 3. Moving back to the weird. We're going back to the Staples Center because I'm not talking about cryptocurrency. Pat Bev, some people, Brew, calling this a flop. I mean, the savvy veteran got nailed, and all of a sudden...
You don't think that's a flop?
I thought it was a bad no call.
Got to call that.
You got to call that, Greg. Player safety.
I give him an A for effort.
And finally, the wonderful Eastern Michigan Toledo. Monty Bates scores 29 straight points. Unfortunately, Eastern Michigan lost the game. Monty ended with 43. Eastern Michigan has 4 wins.
No, I hope things turn out well for him. He was a former top 2 recruit.
Yeah.
He's had some troubles. He's
But
had
numbers.
a couple great games this year. I hope things turn out well.
Good draft
Eastern
now.
Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Earl
Gonna get
Boykins.
drafted.
Great.
Yeah.
Home of Earl
Okay.
Boykins, yes.
Bills still looking for clues on what went wrong and their season. Maybe they just needed a new set of eyes. Bills GM Brandon Beane said the Bengals have a rookie contract advantage. Take a listen.
Excited to get on the practice field and kind of test it out and see where I'm at, but it's feeling good so far.
Okay. Okay. See? I mean,
And we didn't show you the video. He kind of hopped off the podium. No change in gait. Okay. I watched it. No walking boot. And he's already practicing. And do you see on the little blue we have above the headline?
He looks good.
Yesterday that said Bengals minus 2.5. What is
Look
that?
at this. We're locked in.
It is now Bengals minus 1. Some smart money coming in on the Kansas City Chiefs. So here's the deal. Do I expect Patrick Mahomes to be 100%? I do not. He led the league this year in passes outside of the pocket. I think those will be minimized. Luckily, he was also the highest rated passer in the league inside the pocket. Luckily, can you what? Go right ahead, Kevin Wildes, please.
Josh and I were grinding into the all-22.
Uh-oh.
All day,
He's
all
about
night.
to shoot holes and all that.
No, but is one of the reasons why he was so successful in the pocket is because there was a danger of him scrambling outside the pocket, and perhaps those two statistics complement each other and can't just be divorced and have the same production from inside the pocket if the running threat isn't there.
Okay,
Josh, I crushed that.
First of all, you must have been working with Josh because that was more cogent analysis than I've heard come from that quadrant of the table in quite some time. That I do agree with you on. And team's goal has been for a long time. We've heard Coach Mangini talk about it for years. Keep Mahomes in the pocket.
Yes.
However, this is where the struggles, the only struggle of his entire career, prolonged struggle, the month or so last year, I think really comes to help him and the Chiefs. Last year,